I started my banking career in a city in the western part of Nigeria when the note counting machine has not been invented. Like every new employee in those days, I started at the savings account opening section of the branch. This gave me the opportunity one day to witness the deposit of a very large sum of money by one of the wives of the ruler of the town at the time. This ruler had a baby boy christened at the weekend, and now the mother brought part of the gift presented to the boy during the naming ceremony. I look at myself and envy the little boy that became a millionaire right from the day he was christened. When the hand of fate puts some in the world of poverty, they envy and look ahead to those born into affluence and expect them to rise to the high station in life. Welcome to Success Digest, where we simplify and discuss those ingredients needed for your financial abundance, your financial wellness, and live a happy life. Thank you if this is your first time of watching Success Digest videos, and I say welcome if this is not your first time. Today, we are discussing on the topic, the four-sided pyramid. The four-sided pyramid. A pyramid is an ancient massive construction with a square or rectangular base and four rectangular sides meeting in an apex. They were common in Egypt, where they were built as tombs. Pyramids do have 3 or 4 sides, but today we are using the four-sided one as the synonyms of our success analysis. Life is a journey where the destination is the peak of a pyramid. Each side has different features and hence different means of getting to the top of the pyramid. The 4 sides represent 4 different journeys available to a man as his road to success. You find yourself in one side when you come to this world by birth. With determination and struggle, you can change the side you find yourself if it is unpleasant, and you can lose a pleasant side with idleness. I'm going now to talk on the 4 sides. Number 1, some come to the world on the side with easy access to the peak of the pyramid. To shows, there's a natural lift, which they only need to press a button and they are lifted to the peak of the pyramid of life. These are those born with the proverbial silver spoon in their mouth. The boy I mentioned in the introduction falls into this category. The second one is a side equipped with natural steps like a ladder. Each step takes those on this side nearer to the peak of the pyramid. There are lessons to be learned, and at each stage and step with its associated ups and downs. Naturally, each step must be taken one at a time, and if you are in harmony with the natural order of things, you will attain success. You will attain power, wealth with very little conscious efforts. The third one are those born to the side whose slopy feature makes it look like a cliff. Here, you need a rope to get to the top. And let me assure you, there's always a rope. For those that got destined to get to the top, we call it a miracle when this happens. The fourth and the last one is the side that is very slippery. This side is covered with snow, but that has turned into ice. Unless you follow a mentor who leads and creates steps on the ice along the way, for you to get on, getting to the top will be like a mirage. There are some common features to all travelers on this journey of life, of our road to success. No one is born blank. We all come to this world equipped with tools and needed for each one of us to build our temple of success. And different as they are, these are the talent and skills given to us by our creators. We do not determine them, but we are to discover them. And the earlier we discover them, the easier for us to fulfill our purpose in life. And the earlier we construct our temple of success. I'm going to give a little illustration, and that is the story of a wealthy man who owned properties of great value and sent his 2 sons abroad to study. He never failed each month to send substantial sum of money to each of the boys for their upkeeps. Being born into affluence failed to uplift these two boys into high station of life, as I mentioned in the introduction. 20 years after, they brought home sad stories to their father instead of high-flying profession their father expected of them. One of the boys died of drug overdose, and the other one ended up in a mental asylum. The father himself became bankrupt and lost his costly mansion. The fact remains this: inaction leads to atrophy. Inaction leads to atrophy. And this in turn leads to loss of ambition and self-confidence. Without these qualities of life, a man will be carried through life on the wings of uncertainty, just as a dry leaf may be carried here and there by the bosom of his rain winds. From a disadvantaged position, with struggle, you can turn it into advantage. I'm going to repeat this again. From a disadvantaged position, a man with struggle can turn it into an advantage. This is because it developed those qualities which would have lied forever dormant without that struggle. Many have found their place in the world because of having been forced to struggle for existence early in their life. Being forced to work or forced labor is far, far better being forced into idleness. Being forced to work and forced to do your best, it breeds in you temperance, it breeds in you self-control and strength of will and contentment, which hundreds of other virtues which the idle will never know. I'm going to conclude by saying this. Being born into advantage position of affluence does not guarantee the attainment of high status in life. Such fortunate must still struggle to maintain the status quo. You can be born poor and still die rich if you struggle and change the disadvantaged position to an advantage one. Forced labor is better than forced idleness. Come and talk to us in Kenny's Consult Limited, and let us discuss with you more ingredients needed for your financial wellness and continue living a happy life. Let us continue to travel together on this our journey of success through the path of wisdom. To be informed is to be transformed, and not to be informed is to be deformed. My name is Kayo Denraito, and I can be reached on 074 2794 2000 or 07951 775255. Or better still, visit our website, kennethconsultlimited.uk. kennethconsultlimited.uk. If this our video benefits you, please share. And not only that, visit our blog Success Digest, on the YouTube and other social media. Enjoy your success.